Today is the 7th of May and we've had sunshine and showers, but look at the vibrancy of all these Deshojo maples. Now that's a huge maple there, and Josh, who is normally the cameraman, is going to do the actual air layering because he is an expert at air layering. So I want him to show us how he does it, because he has virtually 100% success. That means for every 10 air layerings he does, every single one of them will root. I've just potted up about 50 Itoigawa juniper air layerings, which were started in October of last year, and in 6 months they've rooted and I'm potting them up. So let's see what's happening there. Last year we started quite a few air layerings on the 20th of April, so we are quite a couple of weeks late already. This is because we haven't had time to do it, but let's see how he prepares it. So we use the spent Japanese soil bags because the grade of plastic is just the right thickness and it's not too flimsy and not too thick. So clear plastic, we always say, but even if it is partially clear, that is still fine. And the main reason we do that is because we can see the roots coming through when the air layering is successfully made. So the width of the plastic is going to be the size of the bag. So these air layerings are going to be, I would say, the size of a fist. So the width of the bags is about 8 inches. All these little details make a difference. They have a bearing on the success or otherwise of the air layering. So we are showing you every single process. Okay, so that's the bags prepared. And then you see the width of the bag is just enough or wide enough or long enough to go around the trunk or the stem that is being air layered. So, and you notice the choice of points for air layering as at all the junctions. So over there, so there's another junction there. So all the little nicks that Josh has made are points where the air layering is going to be made. So let's start with one of them. So using the box cutter or Stanley knife, that's a very efficient tool. You go right up to the wood, and the length of the bark removal is the same size as the diameter of the trunk. So if this is a ½ inch, sorry, switching from metric to imperial. So if the trunk is ½ inch in diameter, the length of the cut is also like ½ inch long. And we cut right up to the wood, but I think it's wise to leave a bit of the cambium, which is that smooth part of the bark. And the timing of the air layering, spring is a very good time, early spring. So April and May are the ideal times in the UK, southern England, for doing air layerings. You can do it right up to, I would say, August. If you do it in August, they would still root if you're lucky by end September, but you got to be very careful how you remove it. So that is the bark completely ringed around the trunk or the stem. And we're now going to find some hormone rooting powder. And these are the bits of sphagnum moss. Some of them come from New Zealand, but a very dear YouTube fan of ours has bought a lot of sphagnum moss from her garden. I think they were collected from South Wales, and that is sphagnum moss. So Josh is thus brushing on the powder. I think we can also wet it if you wish. You can do it anyway. So we mix a bit of the natural one, which has come from Wales, and some of the New Zealand moss. So this is sphagnum moss. A lot of people don't know what sphagnum moss is. It's actually a long growing plant. we try to keep it wet. We can soak it in water to make it wet, but if it's damp, that's alright. Okay, that's how we fill the plastic. And we use either 1 mil or 1.5 mil wire. I always say that you need like 4 hands to do it, but Josh has managed to do very well just using 2 hands. Perfect root ball. Look at that. Okay, wrap around twice, and then using a piece of ordinary bonsai wire, we tie the 2 ends together. Oh. This is what I mean, you need 4 hands. It's very difficult to do it with 2 hands. Okay, we do it roughly, and then we make sure the ends are tied as well. The thing is to make it as airtight as possible so that moisture doesn't escape from the moss. So that's it. So we hope to do about 20 on this tree, and this is going to end up with a thick trunk, and that's how we do it. Okay, we do another one. So this tree, I'm not going to waste it. I could have easily chopped all the branches off and get bonsai straight away, but it's too good a tree to miss. At the moment, Deishojo maples from Japan especially are very expensive to buy. So if we can be self-sufficient and propagate it, we are on a winner. So I'll show you when the tree is completely done how we have progressed with this. So Josh has been working only for an hour and a half, and he's done, is it 12, Josh?
Yeah.
12 air layerings on this Deishojo. So this Deishojo, as you can see, will be a small broom about 60 centimeter high. At the moment it's about 1.5 meter or slightly taller than that. So it's absolutely huge Deishojo. So we're going to end up with a Deishojo with a thick trunk. This is the back view. The front is on the other side. So look at the size of the trunk, as thick as his palm. Look at that. Look at the size of that trunk. So this could be a huge Deishojo specimen. And in space of 1.5 hours, Josh has managed to do a dozen air layerings. So let's follow the progress. Hopefully, if everything goes well, it should root in 6 to 8 weeks, and then we shall be able to separate it. So I hope you have had a refresher course in how to air layer. Thank you, Josh. Air layerings galore. 12 air layerings on this Deishojo. So we're going to get 12 big trees from this huge plant, and then the base will become a bonsai.